Hey YouTube, how's it going? Chaos Emperor Dragons here, bringing you a new deck profile of the Endymion Mythical Beast combination. So I'll put this together because I'm going to be entering YCS in London later this month. And this is the deck I feel like I'm going to take. Or it could be pure Thunder Dragons. So one of the two, but I'm going to bring you both deck profiles. But I'm going to take you through what I've built here. Let me know in the comment sections of what you like. So starting with the Endymions, I've got 3/7 of the Endymion. This is like pretty staple in any of the Endymion decks. So it's got really good effect. So you know, you get 3 spell counters on it. It special summons itself out of the Pendulum Zone as well as a monster with 1,000 more attack. So it's a really good way of trying to get Jackal King out to avoid the Noburu counter, which was quite good. Because obviously it's a combo deck, very heavy on special summons. But you kind of want to see this first, get it out, as well as Jackal. And then you can negate monster effects, so then you can sort of combo away in peace, which is quite nice. So yeah, got 3 Servants. Then I've got 2 Endymion of the Mighty Master of Magic. Yep, ridiculous card. You get it out with a spell counter, kind of protects itself, and it's got all the negates, which is pretty cool. And it's got 2008 attack, which is quite nice. Got 2 Magister as well, and 1 Reflection of Endymion. And that's it pretty much for my Endymions. So I know some people play Magister at 3 or even 1. I'm just trying out 2 and just seeing how that works out for me. And Reflection works out pretty well, and it's good for having other scales as well. As Magister and Master are like 8, Servant and Reflection work out 2. So it's just another good way to have good scales. And all of them except spell counters, which is really important in this deck. So that's that for the Endymions. Move those to the side. And then just some other staples which we will see, which probably don't really need any explanation. 3 Abyss. Yep, just a good card. If you've got no monsters on this field, it'll special summon itself out. Help you start comboing off. Yeah. And then I've got the 3 Chronograph Sorcerer. Sorry, as well as the 1 Time Gazer. So Time Gazer is actually pretty good. I know everyone says it's like the brick, but you can like normal summon it. And even in your Pendulum Zone, it can be quite useful. So I just think people don't read its effect and use it well. I will be bringing you a separate combo video. And I will talk through more about how these cards kind of interact with each other and how it works. But moving on, got 3 of the Dark Worm and the King Gate 0. Once again, really good for scales and just works really well if you send it to the graveyard with like Foolish Failure or Dragon Shrine. And then for my Mythical Beast engine, I've got 2 Jackal King, 1 Cerberus and 1 Gruder. I really like Gruder because it's like a good hand trap in a way, because you can bounce your opponent's monster back when they special summon, which is quite nice. And obviously Jackal King you kind of want to see quickly as possible because you want to bring it out and get 2 counters on it, so that way you can negate any monster effects, which is very good. That's that for the Mystical Beast. And then for my one-offs, playing 1 Destrudo for the Guard Dragon combos, 1 Ether for the Erratic Seals. So this is the card I want to bring out, and then you can banish one of your opponent's monsters. And then I'm actually playing 1 Oddeyes Personal Dragon. I haven't actually seen this in many decks, but the reason I'm playing it is more for its monsters effect. So once per turn, quick effect, you can target 1 face-up monster on the field that will special summon from the extra deck. And it has its effect negated until the end of the turn. So this is actually really good. If your opponent brings out a monster and they're relying on that effect and you have this on the field, most likely in defense position, you'd activate the quick effect, negate its effects, and then kind of stop them mid-combo. So I added this in as a wild card. But I'm also trying to think of maybe combination of my deck to add in more Oddeyes. But I'll talk about a bit more of that at the end of the video. So that's it for the monsters. Going on to the magics. Pretty standard, nothing special here. So 3 Spell Power Mastery. Obviously a really good card. Finds an Endymion, brings it to your hand. As well as like any cards on the field that have spell counters, adds 1 more. So it's kind of a way of adding 2 spell counters in one go. So 3 of those. I've got 2 Magical Citadel of the Endymion and 1 Terraforming. So I know a lot of people playing Secret Village or the Spellcasters. So the reason I'm playing this card instead is because I want to keep the spell counters. Because it's quite useful, and I've got a lot of cards in the deck that use the spell counter. I am thinking of trying out the Secret Village instead, because obviously if you have a spell cast on the field, it will negate magics of your opponents, which is very good. But then my only issue is normally your end board on this is like maybe like a BLS, an Oddeyes Vortex and stuff, which aren't really spellcasters. And because it's not only spellcasters, it won't negate the magic effects. So this is why I'm more towards a magical Citadel instead, because that way you'll keep the counters and then I can use my monster effects anyway because they use spell counters. So yeah, so 2 of those and 1 Terraforming just to get it out. And then I'm playing 2 Allure of Darkness and 2 Pots. I know some people run these at 3 each. So Pots I'm always double-sided because I don't really like banishing a lot of cards. Like I've got terrible luck and I always end up banishing the cards I need, which is quite annoying. But obviously Allure is quite good because most of the deck is dark. So yeah, those are for my extra draw power. And then for sort of dumping into the graveyard, I've got 2 Dragon Shrines and 1 Foolish. So obviously Dragon Shine, I can target my Dark Worms. And then Foolish as well. So just good ways of getting those out. And then I've got 2 Judas Alliance. So this is a really good card. Obviously, find any Pendulum monster, add it to yourself, which is very useful. Or Pendulum magic card. So I don't actually have Pendulum Call or anything in this because I'm not playing any of the Magicians. So I use it to find any of the Pendulum monsters that I need. And then last but not least, I'm playing 1 Upstart as well. So that's it for the main deck. So that brings it up to a 42 card deck. So pretty heavy, or a bit more than usual, but works out well. And this is what I'm trying out. For the extra deck, I've got the Heavy Metaphors Electromite. You know, pretty standard staple. Playing 1 Sephra Metatron as well. So I got this in more because I do like its effect where if it just any of the monsters' static points is destroyed that was special summoned, you get your own effect. So quite useful, and it's still got a decent attack of 2,500. So we're playing those 2. And then sort of the Guard Dragon combo. So 1 Heretics Seals, 1 Aggro Pain, 1 LP, and 1 Triple Burst just to help the combo go off. So it's normally you go into Electromite, you'll sort of Pendulum Summon, you'll have your Dark Worm in the corner, you'll switch that for an LP, and then swap out another card and then Electromite for the Triple Burst. Then you can bring out the Judo, you swap that and the Triple Burst for the Aggro Pain, and then normally you'd bring out like an Oddeyes Vortex or so. So pretty standard, nothing special there. Obviously, there's an upcoming ban list, so you never know what might happen, but hopefully these guys survive. And I'm playing 2 Nightmares, just generics. So Nightmare Phoenix, Nightmare Unicorn. Yeah, I like that Nightmare Unicorn, very nice. Cool. And then kind of like boss monsters to finish off the Lynx is 1 Borosword, 1 BLS, and 1 Apollosa. So what I found with like test hands and stuff is actually going into Blackluster quite often. Because I always tend to have a level 7 that I can get rid of. So it can have its extra protection effect, and then it's pretty boss. But alternatively, you could go in Appaloosa. It all depends on obviously the situation you're playing against, but obviously these are very useful cards to have. So yeah, got those 3, and that's it for the Lynx. And then I've got 1 Oddeyes Vertex Dragon, so this is normally my Aggro Pain target. And then for my Synchros, I've got 1 Borrowless Savage and 1 FA Dawn Dragster. Normally you sync it off with a Distrudo. And then last but not least, 1 and number 11 Big Eye. Just for more situational purposes, if I need to like take over my opponent's monsters if it's causing me trouble. But yeah, just pretty handful in this deck. So that's it for the deck profile. So as I was saying before, I was thinking of adding some Oddeyes cards, just because I think it probably could work out pretty well, because it's all Pendulum and they kind of work quite nicely. So cards I was thinking to add, which I'm having at the moment, is like Sky Iris, Spiral Flame Strike, the Oddeyes Phantom Dragon. Then you got like the sorry about that. Got the Oddeyes Mirage Dragon. Then you got the sort of Oddeyes Pendulum Dragon. Another Persona Dragon. And then an Oddeyes Art Dragon. I might get one more of these if I'm thinking of adding them in. Just feel like they got some good synergy with the deck, so might work out. So that's it for the deck profile and obviously additionals that I could add. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Thank you very much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.